Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Oh my goodness. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, rich rising. Happy new day to each and every one of you guys on this beautiful day today, man. Good morning. I absolutely love y'all. Look at my girl tapping in. How you doing? Good morning, grand rising, man. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Y'all already know what this is. This is morning walk, word, and worship, and we do this every single morning, right? We start right here around 8:10 until 9:30 every single morning with your girl, Street Poet. You come get your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, right, and confirmation to start off your day with your best mood. When you walk into your job, when you walking into school, you walking and you got, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole new mindset, right? You get shifted first thing in the morning. So good morning to each and every one of you guys, hoping and praying that everybody had a great weekend this past weekend. Amen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing, Crystal Love? Body by Kira, I see you tapping in. What's going on, Nicole? How are you this morning? Shantae Star, I see you over there on TikTok. Good morning to you. How you doing? Let me get 200 stars over here on Facebook real quick. What's going on, Chef Shirley? I see you, Crystal, as well. Carmen Parker, how you doing? Thank you so much. Beauty got the first badge over there on IG. Thank you so much for the first badge of the morning, man. Good morning to you. Is it Miss Prayer? Good morning to you, Miss Driver. There you go. It's just Christy. Good morning to you. Good morning, TT. I see you coming over there joining into the live. Amber Hooper Garner, I see you. Good morning to you, Carlette. And see, what is it, Carlette Curry? I see you over there. Y'all double tap on the screen. We need 9 more badges on IG. We need to get a couple of stars going over here on Facebook. Double tap on the screen. TikTok, y'all got 1.1K. We need to get up to 10K so we can get started. We got a 10K goal, 10 badge goal, and 200 on the stars so we can get started this morning. Double tap on my screen. If you woke up this morning and you are in your best mood, double tap on that screen real quick. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, grand rising, rich rising, happy new day to each and every one of you guys. Like I said before, and I'm hoping and praying y'all are ready for this word on this morning. All week long, right? All week long we talked about how, right? How did you see God? How did you see God? How did you view God? And we taught you guys on last week. We say, hey, look, you have to understand this right here now. How you treat God is a demonstration about how you feel about him. And we talked about that right there. And we learned more about, you know what I'm saying, learning how to tarry before God, struggle before God, knowing that, you know, we even talked about the prophet who said, you know, as long as I'm doing it for your name's sake, then I'm good. Whatever I gotta go through, then I'm gonna go through. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that it's what? It's all part of the plan. That was one of our notes from last week. So we about to jump back into something else. And this right here, I honestly think that this week's teaching is going to be exactly what a lot of you guys need. I ain't gonna even tell you no story. I'm not gonna tell you no story. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I might play with you for a little bit, but I ain't gonna tell you no story about this right here. We're gonna learn to this week that this is all, like, you know what? You're not joking. No, I'm not joking at all. That is all part of the plan. Whatever trial, whatever tribulation, whatever it is that you're facing right now in your life, you got to know that it's all part of the plan. And I know that sometimes it feels like it's so unfair. Like, why I got to go through this? Why I got to cry like this? Good morning, Edie Nicole. How you doing this morning, sweetheart? Good morning to you, Latoya. I see you tapping in. Miss Love Buddy, I see you tapping in. Good morning. We start questioning why we're going through what we're going through. Why we hurting like why we hurting, why we crying like why we crying, and we start to feel like it's unfair. We start to feel like we don't deserve it. We start to feel like this shouldn't be happening to me. But I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Well, who do you want it to happen to? If not you, then who? Who is it that you want it to happen to if you don't want it to happen to you? Understand me. This is what, every time that we say that, well, I shouldn't have to go through this. Then who do you want him to give it to? It's almost like that, you know. Come on, we have to think about this. You have to know that every single time that you're experiencing something in your life, every trial, every tribulation, every heartache, every pain, no matter how traumatic it is still in fact a part of the plan. You're going through that thing for a particular reason. You may not understand what that reason is at that moment, but there's a reason for every season of your life. You can put that in your notes real quick. There's a reason for every season of your life. You may not understand it at that moment. You might not be able to comprehend the ins and the outs of it in that moment, but there's a reason for every season of your life. There's a reason for that, but we don't understand it until we get on the other side of that season. And when we get on the other side of that season, then we look back and things start happening, things start growing, or even guess what? Sometimes things start falling apart. Can we be real? Sometimes things start growing, they start evolving, they start sprouting up out of everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, that's why I had to plant right there. That's why I started watering right there. It started looking a certain type of way, so I start giving it extra attention over there. And then all of a sudden, you got something flourishing in your life. You got something happening in your life, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even know why I done that, because there's a reason for every season. This is why you have to be paying attention. This is why you have to be on high alert, because I'm going to tell you, everything that you need to know is going to be shown to you. If you're going to receive your instructions, it's going to be right there. The only way that you're going to miss it is if you are distracted. The only way that you're going to miss it is if you're having pity parties. The only way you're going to miss it if you're over there whining and crying and complaining and moping. If you're over there distracted by the pain, then you're not going to understand the purpose of the pain. If you're distracted by the pain, then you're not going to understand the purpose of the pain. That's red ink pen note right there. I know we ain't reached our goal, but I've been ready to teach this all night. I was tossing and turning back around, because I said, when I get up in the morning, baby, I got a message. I had the message right here. See, Friday, it took everything in me not to go live Saturday and Sunday. It was on me so bad, baby. I wanted to go live Saturday and Sunday just so I can get a head start on what I'm teaching right now today. That's how excited I was about this right here. It's really all part of the plan. You're not going through nothing that you're not supposed to go through. Hear me? Yeah. Hey, when you hear it like that, when you hear it and you understand it like that, you see how that touch your soul. To anybody that's hurting right now, that's struggling right now, that's experiencing a hard time right now in your life, whether it's your health, whether it's your mental, whether it's your emotional state, whether it's just confused about a relationship or friendship, or confused about family in any type of way right now, here, coach, it's all part of the plan. You're going through everything that you're supposed to be going through. We can't say what God has for me is for me, and we only apply that to the good stuff. Hello, ball your toes back. Oh, hey, bring your toes. Yeah, but bring your toes back. You know what I'm saying? I want to give y'all my topic. Let me see where y'all at. Y'all got 293 stars. Y'all need, can I get 5? I want to get 5 stars. Let me get 5 stars. 5 badges over here on IG real quick. Y'all just got 10K over on TikTok. I see y'all. I need 5 badges on IG. I want to drop my title real quick. I want to drop my title of this week. Don't bother me. I'm high energy today. Hello. I know y'all be like, that girl high energy every day. She like this every morning. And the way you wake up every morning and you just excited every morning, you got this type of energy every morning. Come on, I can't help it. Come on, thank you so much, Benny Simpson. I appreciate you. Let us get 5 badges on IG. You have to understand, it's like you cannot say that what God has for me is for me and you only apply that to the good stuff. That's not how this works. You cannot say that. I need for you to understand the same way we say what God has for me is for me, and we say it when it's good things that's happening, we have to also know that that also applies to the pain as well. Whatever pain, whatever struggle, whatever hard stuff, whatever I got to deal with, if God said that right there, that's for me, then guess what? I got to go through that. I got to learn from that. I got to cry in that. That's my hour of isolation. That's my time to sit down. That right there. Why? Because every experience that we experience is pushing us closer to Him. Every tear that we cry, every time that we never give up and we keep pushing ourselves and pushing ourselves forward, is pushing us closer and closer to Him. And hear me when I say pushing, I'm not talking about forcing. Bring yourself, get in your seat. Get in your seat. Those of you that's standing up, I know. Sit down. Sit down for a second. Sit down for a second. Let me explain something to you. When I say pushing, I'm not saying forcing. I hope y'all taking your notes. I'm giving y'all a second. Double tap on my screen. Y'all still need 3 badges, IG. Still need 3 badges on IG. Pay attention. When I say pushing yourself forward, I'm not talking about forcing. I don't want you to force nothing. Do you hear me? God is not a God that you should have to force yourself to show up for him. If you find yourself forcing yourself to do what you need to do to be closer to God, then he don't want that. I want you to understand. He wants you to come willing. Understand me. He wants you to come willing. He wants this to be a pleasurable thing for you. He wants you to find joy. Understand, in service. God don't want you to feel like you got to force yourself to love him. Force yourself to show up for him. Force yourself to be in a relationship with him. Understand me. You have to treat your God the same way you treat your bae. So when I say that you have to push yourself, understand me. I'm not talking about forcing yourself, talking yourself into it and all of that. No. Because don't nobody want nothing from you grudgingly. Hello. Somebody, can we be real, ladies? What we will tell them real quick, fast, in a hurry. If you got to force yourself to love me, I don't want the love. If you got to force yourself to be in a relationship with me, then I don't want the relationship. Don't feel like you got to tolerate me. Don't feel like you got to put up with me. Understand me. Don't feel like that, baby. Understand me. Hey, free your mind and your rest will follow. Baby, go ahead on up out the door, honey. Don't ever feel like you got to force yourself to be in anything with me. That's how it is with the Most High as well. He wants this, understand me, to be something that you want to do, that you're willing to do, that you find peace in doing, you find joy in doing, you find satisfaction in doing. Understand me, that when you're in his presence, it's something that you crave, it's something that you long for. That's what he wants. So when I say get up and pushing yourself, I'm talking about on them days when you don't feel like it and you tired and you in your little mood. I'm talking about doing it anyway. Like, you know what? I'm so tired right now. Understand me? I'm so tired right now. I done had to work and I had to do this and that. But guess what? I'm still going to get in here and I'm going to read. I'm still getting in here and I'm going to pray. I'm going to still get in here and get my meditation in. I'm going to still get in here. I'm just going to lay before you for a moment. Understand me? That right there, that's commitment right there. I'm talking commitment. I'm talking about showing up in spite of. I'm talking about sacrifice right there. I'm talking about obedience right there. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying push yourself. There's a difference in between pushing yourself and forcing yourself. I don't want you to force nothing. Understand me? We ain't doing no forcing, because I don't want you to force yourself into a relationship, and then when you force yourself into a relationship, then you get over there and then you regretting, oh, I should have never did this. I should have this is the result of forcing. When you're forcing something, you 99.9% of the time you end up regretting. I knew I shouldn't have did this. I knew I shouldn't have said that. I knew I shouldn't have went over there. I knew I should. Yeah, then you end up with all of that. Understand me? So there's a difference, and I want you to know the difference. Y'all double tap on my screen. I got some folks taking notes. And I can tell whenever y'all taking notes, I can tell because I can see y'all in the chat. Y'all be tearing them keys up in the chat. Go ahead, put it in your notes. There's a difference in between forcing and pushing. Pushing. It's just you making that sacrifice. You're being obedient. You're doing what you know you want to do. You're willing to do. You know what I'm saying? But you might be tired. And even in a relationship, can we go ahead and put that there? Even in a relationship sometimes, right? We appreciate it so much when we look at our bae, right? Because we got to treat our God like we treat our bae. When we look at our bae and we know our bae done had a hard day, a long day, probably done worked like 12, 13 hours that day, and it's been tough on them, and they still show up for us. Girl, don't we blush? Don't we be blushing? Now, come on, let's be real. We be blushing. Oh, yeah, like, you know I love you now. Ain't no way you went to work like that, and I know you was tired. I've been talking to you all day, so I know you were frustrated. Know you had a hard day, and you still showed up for me. You went through all of that, and you still showed up for me. You still made time to get home, you know what I'm saying, and still want to go to dinner. You wanted to cook dinner, but I'm going to take you to dinner. We're going to go to dinner because I already know you're tired. The fact that you was going to come home and cook dinner just made me want to spend my money. Now I want to spend my money. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to spend. Hey, put them up. Don't worry about that. Come on, we about to go out here. If you can have whatever you like, you can get whatever you want, baby. Just tell me where you want us to go. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? When
you're forcing something, there's regret, there's resentment, there's anger. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing, there's that negative tension attached to whatever you gotta force. But when you're pushing yourself through something and you're showing up because you want to show up, right? You're making that sacrifice, you're being obedient, and you know that this is something that's gonna be beneficial to the growth and development of that particular thing, that relationship, that friendship, that family ship. You know, I'm showing up. Then it's different. That's love right there. That's love, that's understanding, that's commitment over there. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, like it just feels different. This is how we have to show up in relationship with Christ as well. Understand me, understand. So I don't want y'all to confuse, you know, forcing yourself and pushing yourself or holding yourself accountable for the commitments that you made to yourself. I don't want y'all to confuse those. So now we're going to get back over here, right? So what are we going to be talking about this week? I need for you to understand that when you say, because I'm going back into the message now, I have to break stuff down, because one thing I don't like for people to be confused. I don't want you to be confused, and I don't want you to misuse certain things, right? So I have to break it down so you get a clear understanding of how we're using certain things, right? So you can understand that and move forward. You have to be clear. You have to, you got to be clear. I don't like that. So yeah, so y'all have to pardon me for a minute. If I go full-blown teacher over here, you just get your pens together and, you know what I'm saying, you just follow me over here, and then we'll come back. That's just how I teach, right? So now we back over here, right? And we have to get back to that understanding of what, right? Whatever God has for me is going to be for me, but I have to broaden that. I can't just hoop and holler and shout and run up and down the aisles and shout all up in the pews and whatnot when they say, oh, what God got for me is me. And no. You have to understand that that's not for just the good. That's also for the bad as well. The things that's going to be uncomfortable, the things that's going to be an inconvenience to you as well. Whatever God has already designed for your life is going to be for your life. So just as happy as you are when you're getting the good stuff, you have to also have that same type of celebration when you're going through the bad stuff as well. When you're experiencing pain, when you're experiencing heartache, when you're experiencing trial after trial, letdown after letdown, you have to still be counting it what? You still got to count it all as joy. Put it inside my chat real quick. Count it all as joy. When you're going through whatever it is that you're going through in life, that's not the time for you to start crying. That's not the time for you to start falling all out. That's not the time for you to give up. That's the time for you to count it all as joy. Anytime you're facing anything in your life, you should show up, right? When it's hard, you do it hard. When it's challenging, you should challenge yourself. Oh, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to do this. This right here, this ain't about to take me out. You have to have everybody that's watching you standing around looking at you like you have crazy. What you mean? You got this. Your whole world falling apart. What you mean you got this? The one that you love more than anything is walking away from you. What you mean you got this? Do you not hear what they saying about you? Do you not see how they moving around you? How do you say that you got this? Count it all joy. Count it all. Count it all joy. Yeah. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. You think I need these mere mortals? Come on. As long as I know that I'm in alignment with the Most High, as long as I know that he got my back, understand me, that's all. I am seeking to please him, not them. I'm seeking to be in alignment with him, not them. I can care less about what they say and what they do and how they feel. Understand me, these folks, how my grandma Mag would say, they ain't got a heaven or hell to place me. Why am I trying to satisfy folk? Why am I trying to go outside my way? You understand me? To do this and to do that with folk, knowing that I can bend over backwards, I can go outside my way, and there'll still be some folk that'll still never be satisfied, that'll never give me my flower, that'll never celebrate me, that'll never clap for me, never applaud me, never tell me good job. Understand me? It's some folk, no matter how hard you go, they'll still feel a way about you. So why in the world would I waste my time trying to please folk when I already know the real nature of folk? I can do it for them today. Come on, Benny. Let's be real. I can do it for you on Monday. And guess what? By Wednesday, you will forget that I done it for you. I can pay your rent, pay your light bill, do everything up under the sun. And then a couple of months from now, when you come back to me and want to borrow something else, and I say no, you forgot that I just paid it for you a few months ago. Just came through for you a few months ago. Just showed up for you a few months ago. You will forget all of that with just one no. So why in the world not seeking to satisfy this world. Yeah. Do you hear me? Like, to do what? You can say yes, but the first time that you say no, they'll forget all the other times that you said yes. It's like you never said it before. Baby, the devil is a lie. I'm not seeking to please anybody in this world because I already know the nature of this world. My job is to seek ye the kingdom. Understand me. I'm trying to be closer and more like him. I'm trying to be locked into him. I don't care nothing about these folks and what they got going on and what they saying. Not clearing up nothing, not making nothing make sense to whomever. Hello, somebody, this is my mentality, because you have to understand that, I don't have the time or the energy to do that back and forth with people, trying to break down this and break down that. No, you believed what you wanted to believe. You're thinking what you already wanted to think. And as soon as somebody gave you anything, understand me, that was in alignment with what you already wanted to think, what you already wanted to believe, then that right there is what you're going to run with. That right there is what you're going to take off with. So no matter how much I tell you that it's a lie, you're going to believe what you believe. No matter how much I try to break down this is what it is and that right there, that's not true, that you're going to believe what you already want to believe. This is why it is a complete waste of your time. Your job is to be in alignment with God, not in alignment with them. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. What we going to talk about today, Coach? This week is broken purpose. It's broken purpose. What we talking about this week is broken purpose. Somebody said, "Oh, broken purpose." I want you to understand that your brokenness has purpose in it. Yeah. Okay, friends. Oh my, it do something. Hold on. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Broken purpose. There's purpose inside of your brokenness. Hear me with your heart real quick. I ain't trying to talk to your ears. I want to get straight down to your heart real quick. For everything that you're dealing with right now in your life, for every tear that you have cried secretly, every time that you've laid your head back in that bed on that pillow, thinking that everybody else is then moved on, everything is doing this and everything is doing that, and you're by yourself and you're just trying to piece together these broken pieces of your life, I want you to understand that there's purpose inside of your brokenness. I titled this week is Purpose in Your Brokenness. I titled this week is Broken Purpose. You're not going through what you're going through. You're not going through it like that for nothing. The enemy does not fight you the way that he fights you for absolutely nothing. Understand me. Y'all tap in your sons and your daughters. If you don't see them in the live, tag them in. You got grown daughters, teenage daughters that's getting ready for school this morning. I want you to double tap them into the live real quick. You got sisters, friends, whomever that you feel like, I know you're going through a hard time and I need you to get on this live real quick. I need you to tap in real quick. Hit that share button. What we're going to talk about is broken, understand me, broken purpose. There's some purpose inside of your brokenness. You're not going through what you're going through for no reason at all. The enemy is not attacking you for no reason at all. Just how they say the robbers don't break into a house unless they know that there's something expensive inside of their house. There's something of some type of value inside of that house. So when you're going through what you're going through and the enemy is at your front door and he's banging on your door the way that he's banging on your door, you got to know that he sees that there's something that, come on, put it in your notes, there's something that's valuable on the inside of you. He's trying to take what's on the inside of you. He don't want your little raggedy relationship. You halfway want that relationship yourself. That's just a distraction. He don't want that job. You thinking he attacking you because he wants that job. He don't want that job. You don't even want that job. That job ain't even making your ends meet. Understand me, he don't want that job. That job is a distraction. He knows that you haven't found some type of security inside of that job, so he attacks that job. He don't want, understand me, he don't want the friendship, the family ship. He can't do anything with those things. What he wants is your attention. Come on. He don't want that stuff. He can't do nothing with it. Stop thinking that. He can't do nothing with that. He don't want that. What he wants is your attention. Understand me? He wants to rob you of your attention. He wants to be a distraction in your life. This is what he wants. Because if I can distract you with the hurt from these particular things by attacking these things, if I can attack you in the area of your job and I can mess with your finances, understand me? If I can attack you in the area of your relationship and put you in fear of being by yourself, if I can attack you with your family, understand me, and put war or tension in between you and your family, then I can trick you and finesse you into thinking that everybody's against you and that nobody likes you and nobody got your back, and now you feel like you're on the outside of the family. The enemy also uses what? Triangle abuse. That's when you pin other folk against one person to make them feel like they're being overpowered. This is what he will do, and you have to be mindful of these things. Understand me, there is purpose for your brokenness. There's purpose for your pain. There's purpose for what you're going through, what you're experiencing right now. Understand me, you are not being attacked for no reason at all. The enemy is not coming after you hard for no reason at all. Job was attacked not because he had done anything. He was a man after God's heart, down there minding his own business. What was his crime? I got to disconnect you from what you connected to. Who are you connected to? The Most High. The enemy's job is to disconnect you from Christ. That's his job, to distract you, to instill fear, to instill, understand me, these things that's inside of you, to separate you from the Most High. This is what he does. This is how he operates. Understand me, Job down there minding his own business, ain't bothering nobody. His kids living, his wife living, all his cattle living, they all doing their own thing, ain't bothering the soul. Why are you over here bothering me? Understand me, because you ain't got to be doing nothing for the enemy to be starting something. You ain't got to be doing nothing for the enemy to be starting something. It's when you are at your best. It's when you're working. It's when you're grinding. Understand me. It's when you're displaying that top notch. Understand me. Showing up and doing your very best. That's when you got to be prepared to be challenged the most. Because when you ain't got nothing, what he coming to get? When you ain't producing nothing, what is he coming to get? When you ain't got no harvest, what is he coming to get? He can't rob you if you empty. He can't oh, come on. He can't rob you if you empty. Why in the world would he come up in there knowing that you ain't got nothing to take? Why would he come up in there knowing already? He knows this already. Why would he do that? So when this is happening in your life, it's going to be when you're working. It's going to be when you're grinding. It's going to be when you're focused. It's going to be right there when you get locked in. That's when he want to test you. That's when he want to try you. That's when he want to say, oh, you praying like that? Let me see if you mean what you pray. Oh, you fasting like that? Let me see if you mean that fast. Then you say, oh yeah, you say you're doing this? I'm about to test that. I'm about to see if that's real. This is going to happen. It's part of the growth. It's part of the plan. The more that you grow, the more that you evolve, the more that you are going to be tested. You are going to be tried. The more that you grow, the more that you, come on. The teacher give you a test at the first quarter of school. You're going to get your first test, right? To see if you're growing. She says, okay, I've been teaching y'all now for 3 weeks. The fourth week coming by the end of this month, I need to make sure y'all know all this fractions. So before she gives you the major test, she gives you what? She gives you a pop quiz. The pop quiz is to see exactly how many of my students actually got this information. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. Understand me. How many of my students actually got this information? Who all is applying these notes? Understand me. Who gets this? Who's get that? So you get the pop quiz, right? And the pop quiz is going to let her know whether or not she needs to go back and start doing what? Doing some more teaching, or pull a couple of students to the side and say, hey, look, I need you to work on this, and this, because next week we're going to have this test that's going to come up, and I need to make sure that everybody is on board, because whether the students know it or not, the teacher can't afford for you to fail either. Hello? Because you failing is going to be a direct, reflection of her teaching. So how is it that half of your class failed? Why is it that half of your class is in the red? We need to understand that. How is it this part right here got it, but this part over here don't got it? Understand me? We need to know. So you're going to be tested. Understand me? And it's the same way in your life on a regular basis. So the more that you're reading, the more that you're fasting, the more that you're studying, the more that you're putting into yourself, you got to be prepared for them pop quiz. I call the pop quiz those small trials, those small distractions, those small things that just pop up out of nowhere. I call them a pop quiz, y'all. Those small things that just happen all throughout the day. Come on, write it in your notes real quick. The pop quiz is the small stuff, the stuff that just happened, and when it happened, you know what I'm saying? Because when it happened, you catch yourself. You was right before you send a message. You think about it real quick, and you just go ahead and let me delete that. Man, devil almost got me, coach. I was over there. I was about to let him have it, and I had to self-parent that small stuff. Oh yeah, boy, I was about to cuss them smooth out. They don't even know. I had it all the way back here and about to let it shoot. I was about to let it rip, coach. And then I had to think about it. You ain't even worth my time. You ain't even worth my energy. I was about to go from 0 to prison, coach. And I was like, you know what? Dial it back. It ain't even that deep. Understand me? Let them folk have it and go on. That pop quiz, the small stuff, right? Those are small things that we catch ourselves, right? The big test. Oh, come on. The big test. That's that exit exam. You got them pop test questions, but that exit, that's going to tell you if you're going to stay on that level that you're on, or you go into that next level. That be that big stuff. That be that divorce. That be that breakup. That be that family drama. That be that best friend drama. Because I'm going to tell you, when you break up with your best friend, it's like breaking up with somebody that you was in a full-blown relationship with, because them folks be knowing so much about you and you be knowing so much about them, and y'all done cried together, you know what I'm saying, and everything, and celebrated together, and that's my bestie. Yeah, this is how we be rolling, right? So that hurt just, those are big things, right? How you handle that brokenness is going to determine whether or not you go to that next level or not. Those are your exit exams. How do you handle those situations? How do you respond to those situations? Understand me. How do you respond to those situations when you're going through each one of these things? I want to say this to you because majority of the time it is a breakup. Majority of the time it is a divorce. Majority of the time it is a separation. Majority of the time it is you saying, hey, you know what? It's no beef, nothing like that, but I just don't feel like I want to do this no more. It's just too much of drama attached to it. Let me tell you something. Going into 2025, we're 2 months in, right? And I want you to know it's respecting each other's choices. When a person decides that they no longer want to love you, that they no longer want to be there, that this way, whatever it is that y'all had together, that it's no longer for them, let them go. Let them go. I don't care how bad that you think that it's going to hurt. It's not going to hurt that bad. I want you to understand that's a lie. You've been finessed. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. It's not going to hurt the way that you think that it's going to hurt. The only way that it's going to hurt the way that you think that it's going to hurt is if you keep trying to hold on to something that's not for you. If you're trying to hold on to something or somebody that's not for you, then you're the one that's hurting yourself. You're the one that's damaging yourself. If you just simply let the rope go, understand me, if you holding on to the rope and you're holding it on and that person is pulling the rope and you're trying to make the friendship work and they trying to get away from you, if you holding on to the relationship and they want to let go and you're holding on to it, if they trying to break off the family ties and you holding on to it, if they trying to break off the job, whatever tie that you have with anybody, understand me, when you have a rope and you have that rope wrapped around your hand and somebody's pulling that rope, you're going to start to feel the fire of that rope. It's going to start to embed itself down into your skin. The more that they pull the rope, the more pain that you're going to feel. The farther they go out, the harder that's going to be for you. Understand me, it's going to keep cutting into your skin. It's going to burn its way into your skin. And the thing about it is, all you got to do is let go. Had you let go of the rope, rope, understand me, you may have got scratched a little bit. You may understand me. Sometimes you might have got scratched a little bit, but you can also let it go before it even scratch you. It might just only have the impression of the rope on your skin, but give it a little bit of time, shake it off a little bit, and before you know it, your hand back to new. But we do more damage trying to hold on to it. Let it go. How Frozen say, let it go, let it go. You have to let that go. Let it go. Because you do more damage to yourself by holding on to it. When people make a decision and they say that this is what's best for me, you have one responsibility. That's to respect the decision that they made. Understand me, that's your responsibility to them. Oh, okay, cool deal. I respect your decision. But guess what? Ain't no coming back from that. That's a boundary. I respect your decision. That's number one. Number two, now that that decision has been made, I'm going to go through whatever things that I got to go through, whatever emotions I got to go through. If I got to sit up and cry about it a little bit because I know that I'm going to miss you and I got to break that habit of talking to you, seeing you, dealing with you, all of this on a regular basis. Yeah, I'm going to have some feelings attached to that. But understand me, what we're not going to do, you're not going to tell me that you don't want me and you move on about your business. I respect your decision to go and do what you want to do, to go live your best life, to go find your happily ever after, to go develop new best friends, to go out there and start a whole nother family, to go and do your thing. Understand me, because I'm talking about every relationship, including job ships as well. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go on, but don't call me when you can't find nobody to replace me. Oh, well, we was wondering if you would want to come back. You know, we ain't got nobody that can run that machine like you. Oh, baby, the devil is a lie. Consider that machine shut down. Hello, somebody. No. I'm not your second choice. I'm not your runner up. That's not what we gonna do. Understand me. Oh yeah, girl, I was friends with them and they did this, that, and the third, and I just called to talk to you. No. When you decided that I wasn't a friend to you, when you decided that you didn't want to be friends with me and that you wanted to go live your best life, I respected that. Now my new boundary is this right here. I ain't doing no returns. Hello, somebody. I ain't doing no reviving. Understand me. You ain't Lazarus and I'm not Jesus. Hello, somebody. I didn't moved on. I'm no longer that person that you thought that I was going to be. You can't, understand me. It's about, I respect your decision. And once I've respected your decision, I put my boundary right there in place that I'm going to go through what I got to go through. I'm going to learn from that situation. And when I get up from here, I'm brand new. I'm back and I'm better than ever before. Understand me. And now, see, that's why you got to tread lightly. Understand me. When you're dealing with people that are a healed people, we know our worth, we know our value, we know what we bring to everybody's table. So when I say this, tread lightly. With your decision making, make sure you process every single thing that, make sure you process it all before you bring it to me, because when you bring it to me, you're going to have to stand on that. Right? Understand me. So tread lightly, because I'm in a season of my life in 2025. Understand me. I'm going to hear exactly what you said, and I'm respecting that. I'm respecting that, and I'm accepting that. I'm not doing no debating with nobody about how they feel. The devil is a lie. Understand me. Hear me when I say this one more time for the folks in the back. Stop debating folk on how they feel. When people tell you that they feel a certain type of way, understand me. Accept what they say. Okay, cool. I apologize that you feel that way. I understand that. I respect your decision, and you go right on about your business. Why? Because that is a distraction. Understand me. When I know for a fact that I ain't did you nothing, when I know for a fact that I've been real, that I've been solid, that I've handled business the way that I was supposed to, the devil is a lie. If you think for 1 second that I'm about to be over here questioning myself, if you think for 1 second I'm about to be looking for fault inside myself, if you think for 1 second I'm about to be beating myself down because you say you feel a certain type of way, when I know that I've been giving you the best of me, when I know that I've been showing up, when I know I've been 100 in your life, baby, I let bridges burn, I let chips fall. Understand me. I like milk run slam across the counter, and then I go go get that bounty and swipe it up and throw it right on in the trash. I'm not running after you. I'm not begging you. I'm not running you down. Understand me, I'm not double texting, triple texting, quadruple texting, not a soul. I need for you to know you better tread lightly and you better process everything that you got to say before you get over here, because my new boundary is you're going to have to stand on that. You will not take me on an emotional roller coaster. You will not take me on a season of hot and cold. You will not keep me in relationship torture. What is relationship torture? In a place where I don't know where we stand. I'm not doing it. Yeah, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Relationship torture. That's when I don't know where we stand. You're not gonna put me in relationship torture, baby. That's not. You have to get somebody else to do that. That ain't gonna be for me. You gotta get somebody else to do that. I am just not the one for that. Understand me. I deal in clarity. Thank you. Is it Granny? Granny, I appreciate you. Understand me. I deal with clarity and clarity only. I will not allow you to play with me. Understand me. This is how you handle your brokenness. You learn through every experience that you're going through. You learn from those particular experiences, and when you learn those lessons, you continue to move forward. The enemy's job is to break you in those areas, to stagnate you. The enemy's job is to distract you with relationships ending, family ships ending, job ships ending, friendships ending, situationships ending. His job is to distract you with these things that come to an end, because to stifle you, to keep you stuck, to keep you stagnant and caught up in the pain. You'll be so caught up in the pain that you don't realize the purpose of that pain. Understand me, you will be so caught up, put it in your notes, in that pain that you don't see the purpose of that pain because you're so distracted. And this is why you have to know, hey, look, I respect your decision. I understand what you're saying. I accept it. Okay, cool. My boundary is this, and you continue to move forward. Understand me, because if you don't, he got you. He got you, and he got you right where he wants you. He got you stuck. He got you stagnant. There's a purpose for your pain. Even though it may hurt right now, it's not going to hurt always. Even though, because it hurts when you have to break those cycles. It hurts when you have to move forward and you have to start doing things a little bit differently, right? You have to, this is what's happened. It hurts at first, but the more that you pick yourself up and continue with your day-to-day routine, the easier that it's going to get. And I want you to hear me with your heart when I say this. And I'm going to be honest with you right now, honey. And the more that you think that you're going to be hurt, is the more that you're going to be hurt. Understand me, whatever it is that your mind is fixed on is what it's going to produce more of. If your mindset is stuck in that negative, understand that it's going to be hard. It's going to be hurtful. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do that. If you keep your mind in that negative state, then it's going to produce more of that negativity. But if in that situation you hear what I'm saying to you and you accept these processes and you start to work these processes, you're going to start to see yourself transition in life through things that other people consider to be traumatic experiences. You're going to start showing up, and you're going to be you're going through these things, and when you go through them, they're only going to be pop quizzes to you because of your mindset. People are going to be looking at you and saying, girl, if I would have lost him, if I would have lost her, if I would have lost that job, if my family would have did this and they would have did me like that, I would have fell apart. I would have never made it back from there. Girl, I would have been like, man, I don't care no more. That's how they would have felt. But you are not them. When you are in alignment with the Most High, you're not operating with that worldly mindset or that carnal type of mindset. When you're operating with Christ conscious, you are already aware of the nature of people. Understand me, you don't view people, understand me, in the flesh. You don't view people in the carnal. You don't view people with the worldly view. You see them in the spiritual realm. And in the spiritual realm, Christ has already taught us that what? Judas is real. He's already taught us that the Peters are real. He's already taught us that betrayal, that letdown, that denials. Understand me, he's already told us that these things are in fact going to happen. Understand me, you're going to experience this. You're going to wash some folk feet and they're going to still backstab you. You're going to take in some folk and show them nothing but love, and they're still going to disrespect disrespect you. You're going to love folk with an everlasting type of love, and they'll still turn around and talk bad about you. They'll still lie. They'll still cheat. They'll still manipulate. They'll still have that toxic, narcissistic type of behavior towards you. And guess what? You have to have the same type of thinking that he had, and you have to dust it right up off of your feet, and you got to keep going. Why? Broken purpose. Come on. Broken purpose. There's a purpose for your pain. The same way he says, everything that I went through all of those experiences because the scripture had to be fulfilled. I had to deal with what I had to deal with because the scripture, it had to be fulfilled. He says at any given moment, don't you know, right? I could have called the legions of fighting angels and they would have came down here and told stuff slam up. But if I would have done that, then that meant that the struggle that I was supposed to display to you guys, the example that I was supposed to be to you guys, that would have meant that I wouldn't have been that example. That would have meant that you guys wouldn't have a blueprint to live by. I went through everything that I went through to show you that this is going to happen. This is what we're going to deal with. And do not be distracted by it. Do not be discouraged by it. Understand me. You have to continue to move forward anyway. Stretch wide. High. Blood and water flowing from you. You got to still keep going. You got to keep going. He's already showed us that these are things going to happen. It's going to be some things that's going to end in your life. And every ending that happens in your life is a new beginning. That's a note for you right there. Every ending in your life is a new beginning. But you have to see it that way. Every ending in your life is a new beginning, and you have to know it and speak it in your life. For every ending, it's just a representation of a what? A new beginning. Because when that ends, something else have to begin. When that ends, that means something else is about to begin in my life. The crazy part is the enemy will trick you. He will deceive you. He will bamboozle you, hoodwink you into doing what? He will hoodwink into thinking that because that ended, you ended. Because that ended, you're done. This is what he'll do. For every ending, it's just a representation that there's a new beginning. There's something new that's about to take place in your life. That's what it means. When you surrender your old self to when you surrender your old self, when you lay your old self down, what happens when you lay your old self down? You start to build anew. Understand me. You give up the old life for the new life. It's growth and development. Understand me. You can't be the same person forever. It don't work like that. If you could be an infant, you will be an infant forever. You can't be an infant forever. When you are a baby for but a time. And after you are an infant, you go to that toddler stage, and you're a toddler for just amount of time. And then you go from that toddler to being a little kid, and you're a little kid for just a certain amount of time. And you go from being a kid to being an adolescent, and you're an adolescent for just a certain amount of time. From an adolescent to a young adult, from a young adult just for a matter of time. And you go from a young adult to an older adult. Understand me, for just a matter of a time, and then before you know, you are a senior. There's a process to this thing called life. There's a process to this thing called life. There's necessary endings. It's going to be some stuff in your life that's going to end. And when it ends, you cannot be distracted by it. When it's over, you cannot be distracted by it. You can't get caught up in that. You have to learn how to continue to grow in spite of. You have to keep going. It's a purpose, understand, for that brokenness. You're not going through what you're going through for no reason. The biblical meaning of brokenness. Y'all got y'all ink pens. Let me see. Let me get 5 badges on IG. IG, can I get 5 badges? Double tap on my screen. Can I get 275 stars? Can I get 275 stars real quick on Facebook? Double tap on that screen. TikTok, go ahead and get us up. Go ahead and get us up there to 60K real quick. Double tap on that screen. Double tap on the screen. The biblical meaning of brokenness. Biblical meaning of brokenness. Come on, double tap on that screen now. Let's get it. 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 Double tap on that screen. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all at 57. I see y'all 57.6. Yeah, we got to get up to 200K. It's tight, but it's right. I get it. Sometimes we be over here taking our notes, so we be having a, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, coach, I can't double tap and do it at the same time, so I'm giving y'all a minute. Double tap on that screen. Thank you so much, Jess Love. Appreciate that badge. Edie Nicole, thank you so much for that badge over there. We need 275 stars on Facebook. Facebook, can we get some love on Facebook? Good morning, Grand Rising. How you doing, Sheila Jackson? Good morning to you, Georgia, Karina. Okay, I can't pronounce that name, but I see you. Thank you so much, Donna Walker. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Terry West, good morning. Appreciate you over there. Appreciate the badge. We need 2 more. 2 more badges on IG. We gotta go. Okay, TikTok. All right, y'all got y'all 64 code. Okay, go ahead and get us on up there. We got to get up to 200K, so we need to get this in. We need to get it on in there. Get that double tapping going. Let's go. Thank you. I just missed somebody's name. What was your name? Ooh, I ain't gonna be able to mount. Miss Cola. Miss Cola, thank you. Thank you so much. I am Tasha. Net. Appreciate you, Antoinette, over there. 0303. I appreciate you over there. Okay, we're gonna get into the Bible meaning of brokenness. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Kira, watch this. This is why I told you to embrace your brokenness. This is why I said embrace your brokenness. Can we get 200 stars? There we go. Thank you, Michelle. As soon as I said it, appreciate you, Michelle. The Bible's meaning of brokenness is a pathway to restoration. Thank you so much, Benny Simpson. A pathway to restoration. I just told y'all. I just told y'all. I said, listen. We have to change our negative perception. Come on, Lily. You feel me? We got to change our negative perception. We were born in sin, shaped in iniquity. We talked about that last week. And the reason why we always view everything in the negative first is because that's our first mind. So when we become in Christ and we become new and we become clean all over again, we have to reprogram ourselves to think in the positive, to live in the positive. We can think negative and live negative with no type of effort at all because it's naturally in us. We have to train. Understand, put that in your notes. We have to train our minds to think positive. We have to train our minds to think spiritual, motivational, inspirational. These are things that we have to train ourselves to do. We can naturally, because we were born in sin, shaped in iniquity, that negativity is already inside of us. But in order for us to rid ourselves of that, we have to intentionally, that's why I said last week, your pursuit to greatness has to be intentional. When you're creating the greatest version of yourself, it's going to require you to do the work on yourself intentionally. You have to show up on purpose. You have to work on yourself on purpose. Scripture that we had this morning was 2 Corinthians, right? 2 Corinthians, and it was 5:16 through 18. In the verse he says, once you are in Christ, old things have become passed away and the new has come. He says, once you get in alignment with me, that old way of thinking, that old way of living, baby, that right there, that's gone. He says, now you become a new creature. Then he also says in there, I want to say the 16th verse, he says, when you're in alignment with him, he says it's right here, he says, you are not to look at no one from a worldly outlook. In that moment, he says, well, I said, wait a minute, y'all. This is what we learn in devotion. This is why it's so important that you guys are in devotion in the mornings. We drop the scripture and get a breakdown of the scripture at the start of the morning. This is how we start our morning at 7:40. If you have not subscribed on my IG, make sure you do so. StreetPoet_1125. Follow my Instagram, subscribe to my Instagram, and be in devotion, right? He says we're not even to look at them with a worldly outlook. Once we become in Christ, you can't even, he said, don't even do that. Why? Because you have to know that everything that we do is what? Is spiritual. Everything that we do is what? Is spiritual. The connections that we have, friends, family, job, the relationship choices, everything that we do is spiritual. Once you are in Christ, you are a brand new creature. So your thoughts, how you live, how you show up, things that you do, it's not like the old you. It's not like the old you. You have to surrender that old you. Says the biblical meaning of brokenness is a path to restoration. When you are broken, oh, when I say this, don't y'all tear up these virtual pews. Oh, when I say this, don't tear up these virtual pews. I want you to understand something when I say this right here. When you are broken, that's when God goes to work in your life. Terry West, hold off on sending anything. I got to make sure that sometimes we got trolls and scammers inside the chat. So that's the reason why I did not respond to that message. And if you wasn't in the chosen family, I wouldn't have told you to hold on. I would have went ahead and let you do it. Because listen, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. Don't send nothing to nobody until we find out what's going on. There's a lot of trolls. There's a lot of scammers. Right now on TikTok, I'm looking over here and I got me following me and I know that I'm me, but I just seen me pop up in my chat, right? Listen, so it's a whole lot of scammers. So y'all wait on me to let y'all know what's going on. We don't beg in my chats. We don't do none of that in that chat over there. Yeah. All right. So we ain't doing that. I'm sorry. I don't know what you got going on, but we're not doing that. All right. Back over here. The biblical, I get it, but not right here, babes. I get it. All right, it's all good, but let's tone that down. That's not the platform for that. All right. The biblical meaning of brokenness. A path to restoration. We have to understand. This is what we have to understand. That when we are at our lowest state, that's when God goes to work. When we are at our lowest state, that's when God goes to work. So right there where you think that you are at your lowest place in your life, when you're at that place in your life and you're like, I just feel like I don't know what I got going on. I don't know how I'm going to make it from here. I don't know this and I don't know that. God is like, that's when I'm going to work in your life. Right? That's when I'm going to work in your life. And here you are sitting on the edge of your bed feeling defeated. Here you are sitting on the toilet stool in your bathroom, tears coming down your face. And he says, I'm already working it out. I'm already doing what all you need to do is trust and believe that I got you. All you got to do is what? Trust and believe that I got you. Understand me? He says, when you are at your broken state, that's when I'm going to go to work in your life. The Bible says the biblical meaning of brokenness is a path to restoration. This is what it says. It says over here in Psalms 51 and 17. Psalms 51 and 17, it says, the sacrifice of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. Oh God, you will not despise. Oh, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Put it in your notes. Good morning, Betsy. How you doing this morning? Oh, put it in your notes. Put it in your notes. He says, you will not despise. He says, the sacrifice of God is a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, oh God, you will not despise. When you are at your lowest state, that's when God goes to work in your life. When you are down bad trying to figure your life out, God is saying, hey, look, you got one job, that's to trust me, to know that I'm going to be right there. He says your sacrifice, your sacrifice of God is a broken spirit. Don't you know I see you? Don't you know I know what you're going through? Don't you know I know that you had to cry like that? Don't you? Nothing is happening to you that I did not already know was going to happen. Remember, I'm the same God that also told you that I will not test you beyond your strengths. I'm the same God that told you that even when you're being tested, understand me, and I know that you're being tested, I'm going to prepare a way of escape for you. All you got to do is trust and believe that I got you. You got to trust and believe in me, not on your own strength, not on your own intellect, not on your own skill, I'm not on your own will. He said, I got you. Understand me. This is going to be a supernatural thing right here that's going to happen in your life. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to shield you. He said, I got you. Psalms 51 and 17, just for the folk that may not have heard it, I want to make sure y'all got this, right? First of all, I want you to make sure you got your note up there. The biblical meaning of brokenness is a pathway to restoration, and your broken state is when God is restoring. He's rebuilding. He's reviving. Understand me. This is what's happening when you feel like you are at your lowest state and you want to give up. This is why the old folks say, do not break down before your breakthrough, because at your lowest is when God is doing the most work in your life. When you think that you're about to be done with, that's when God is preparing you for a major comeback in your life. So for whoever woke up and felt defeated, who felt like they wasn't going to make it, that it was over for them, I am here to tell you on this beautiful day that you are being restored. You're being restored. Yeah. Whatever it is that the enemy tells you, you got to believe the opposite, because I'm just here to tell you that if you was in that feeling that you're being restored, that's what it says. It says a pathway to restoration. That's what's happening. So in your broken state, then we go down to Psalms 51 and 17. It says the sacrifices of a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, oh God, you will not despise. You being restored. Relax. Calm down. Get in the shower. Get yourself together. This ain't over for you. As long as you got breath in your body, you still got work to do. Get yourself together. Dust yourself off. It's time for you to get back in the game. Understand me. You still got some work to do. Yeah. I know you thought it was over, but that ain't the truth. That ain't the case. The enemy finessed you and made you think that you wasn't coming back from this, baby, but you already back from this. Understand me. You have to continue to push forward in your life no matter what it looks like. You owe this right here to yourself. The only way that you will lose is if you don't show up. The only way that you don't live the life that you're deserving of is if you don't show up. Understand me. Then you lose by default. Then you lose by default. The moment that you decide, right, that you're not going to show up for yourself, that you're not going to do the work, that's the moment, understand me, that you lose by default. You become a willing participant in your own demise. You become a willing participant in your own defeat. You did it to yourself at that moment. This is what you've done to yourself. And that was Psalms 51 and 7. Understand me. Let me go into the notes a little bit. It says, in our pursuit of a life full of meaning and purpose, we often encounter moments of brokenness. It is during these times of trials and challenges that we may feel shattered, lost, and in need of restoration. However, the biblical perspective on brokenness offers a glimmer of hope in the midst of pain. I told y'all I've been waiting to teach this. I've been waiting to teach this. Broken purpose. If we are in our book, then we're understanding that the biblical perspective is there's hope in the midst of the pain. In the middle of everything that we're going through, we're not going through it, we're growing through it. We thought we were going through it, but we're honestly growing through it. We thought we were going through it, but we're not going through it, we're growing through it. This is what's happening in our pursuit of a life full of meaning and purpose. We often encounter moments of brokenness. We all encounter these moments, right, of brokenness. Times when we feel down bad, times when we feel hurt, times when we feel ashamed, times when we feel defeated. We're going to experience these moments of brokenness. It is in these times of trials and challenges that we may feel shattered. How many people who have ever felt shattered, as if you were in a million different pieces and couldn't really pick yourself back up? Understand, I'm just breaking down my notes, right? I'm just breaking it down. We feel shattered. We feel all over the place. We feel like we're in a million different pieces. Like, I don't know how I'm going to come back from that. I don't know how to rebuild from that. Understand me? We feel lost, right? We feel in need of restoration. We feel like we're in the need of restoration. But what we don't know or don't understand in that moment is that restoration is actually happening in that moment. Understand? It's happening in that moment. But the enemy's job is to trick us into thinking that it's not. When we feeling shattered, when we feeling lost, when we feeling defeated, when we're feeling broken, in that moment, God is already going to work on our behalf, because the biblical meaning of brokenness is a pathway to restoration. We feel like we need it, it's right there for us, but the enemy have us with blinders on because we're so distracted with the pain that we don't realize that what we want is already being done. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So now it makes sense when grandma say, don't break down before you break through. That thing that you want is already right there. Now it makes so much sense. And we've been saying this for years, now putting it into perspective. You mean to tell me right there where you want that thing that you want, you're already sitting in the middle of it. But if you allow the enemy to put that mud on your eyes, if you allow the enemy to keep you distracted with the pain, understand me, if you allow the enemy to keep your eyes covered, then you don't even know that thing that you need is right there in front of you. That thing that you need has already circled you. That thing that you need has already wrapped its arm all around you. That thing that you need is already going to work on your behalf. Understand me, you don't realize it, right? You don't realize it. Come on. That's what it says. It says the biblical perspective of brokenness offers a glimmer of hope in the midst of pain. That no matter whatever it is that you're going through, if you're inside your word, then you can get through every single thing that you're dealing with, because he's going to give you instruction on instruction on instruction of what it is that you need to be doing, how you need to be doing it, right? If you are inside of those scriptures, throughout the scriptures, brokenness is not seen as a sign of weakness. Pay attention. You're putting this in your notes. Understand me, that throughout the scriptures, brokenness is not a sign of weakness or failure, but rather as a meaning to true healing and renewal. Come on, talk to me. I've been waiting to teach this since Friday. Yep, I've been waiting since Friday. Don't bother me, baby. Doves have on my screen, though. Come on, what'd you say? It said throughout scriptures, brokenness is not seen as a sign of weakness or failure, but rather as a sign to find true healing and renewal. A sign. Brokenness is a what? Brokenness, what you mean to tell me? Y'all got y'all notes. Broken, you mean to tell me all this time I'm thinking that I was broken? She was talking about, yep, ask Paul. I'm trying. Hey, hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. What you all this time I thought brokenness. I was down bad. I was defeated. I might as well throw in the towel. I was going through, wait a second, coach. You can't just come in here and do it like that. I'm just telling you that if you in your word like how I be in my word, then the scriptures, right, is brokenness is not a sign of weakness weakness or failure, but rather as a meaning to find true healing and renewal. But you got to be in your word to know that. Double tap on my screen. Can I get some love, man? We get us up to 100K. Get us up to, good morning to you, Cook by Nature. Get us up to 100K. Get us up. We at 94.4. Can we get 5 badges? IG, come on. We almost at our 40 badge goal. I'm just trying to get us there. Double tap on that screen. We almost at our 200. We almost at our 2K. We almost at our 2K Facebook. Go ahead, double tap on that screen. Let me get some love. Let me get some love. If it's tight, but it's right. If it's tight, but it's right. Facebook, I know they ain't gonna let y'all recharge on our gifts. Go ahead and empty them out. Go ahead and just empty them out. Go ahead and empty them out. The word gonna be the word. Go ahead and empty them out over there. Hey, your mind as well. Double tap on that screen because we got plenty of word coming. We got plenty of word coming. Thank you so much, Tifa. Appreciate you, Nikki, with the word. Double tap on my screen. Facebook, let us get 200 stars over there on Facebook. Double tap on that screen. Friends say it's heavy. Oh, it's tight, but it's right. The awareness, right? The awareness is a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, Kim. When you start seeing things with a different light. Thank you, Michelle. When you start getting that revelation, like, wow. You see how you shift the perspective? This is why we did devotion this morning, and we're talking about removing the old and taking on the new. So now when we get into this thing, it's like, yo, this is what he means. Yeah, because it may over there when you feel broken in the world, you might feel defeated. You might feel, you know what I'm saying, down bad. You might feel sluggish. You might feel fatigued. But then in the spiritual life, in your spiritual life, it's like, yo, that might mean that over there, but that don't mean that over here. When you get over here, it has a brand new meaning to that. This is why it's so important that we get into our word. This is why it's so important that we're studying, and inside of Bible study, inside of study groups where we can get the right type of information, understand me, so that we can fully understand how to live a full life. I don't know about y'all, but ain't nobody out here trying in 2025 to be out here living no halfway full life. No, we trying to live a full life. We trying to have pressed down, shaken together, running over. We trying to have abundance. Understand me, this is, we trying to have an overflow. This is what we are due for that. We are due for that, and it's right there. It's right there waiting on us. But we have to remove this mud and clay up out our eyes. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate you. Thank you, Betsy Garner. Appreciate you. We got to get this up out of our eyes so that we can see life for what it really and truly is, right? It says right here, it says, throughout the scriptures, brokenness is not a sign of weakness or failure, but rather a meaning to find true healing and renewal. Just as, listen to this right now, just as a potter molds clay or brokenness, our brokenness allows us to be humble and transformed by the hands of our Creator. Our brokenness is purpose for our brokenness. The topic of this week is what? Broken purpose. The purpose of our brokenness. Get your ink pens out. That's why I had y'all go ahead and show me some love so I can get to your next note. Okay? Ready? It says, just why the brokenness, it says, just as a potter molds clay, our brokenness allows us to be humble and transformed by the hands of our Creator. Why do we embrace our brokenness? Because our brokenness allows us to be humbled and transformed by the hands of our Creator. Just like a potter molds, twists, turns, and adds to clay to shape whatever it is that he's developing, whatever it is that he's creating. Come on. Oh yeah, come on. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. 2 scriptures that we gave thus far, 2 Corinthians 5, 16 through 18. Read that one, right? The old man passed away, the new one has come. And then we also gave Psalms 51:17. 51:17. Our topic of this week is broken purpose, and we're talking about shifting our perspective from seeing ourselves as a weak person that is broken, and now to a person that is broken but growing and evolving in Christ, right? Understanding fully in our purpose, in our pursuit of a life full of meaning and purpose, we encounter moments of brokenness. Now we understand that there will be some moments in our life where we will experience some brokenness. And during these times of trials and challenges, we may feel what? What are the feelings that we may feel? We may feel shattered. We might feel like we're in a million different pieces. We may experience a feeling of being lost. You know what I'm saying? But in this is restoration, and in need of restoration. However, what did I tell you? The biblical perspective of brokenness offers a glimmer of hope in the midst of pain, that there's hope in everything that you're going through, right? Then I told y'all throughout scriptures, brokenness is not seen as a sign of weakness or failure, but rather as a meaning to find true healing and renewal. Just as a potter molds clay, our brokenness allows us to be humbled and transformed by the hands of our Creator. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Your brokenness brings humbleness. Your brokenness brings humbleness. When we at our worst state, that's when we are the most humble. And when you are the most humble, the most fragile, that's when God goes to work in your life. That's when God goes to work in your life. It's like, no worry, I got you. I know you might feel like, the world is crashing in you, but no. Ain't none of that about to happen. Even though you may feel like you're at your lowest, right now, I got you covered. But you got to stay in alignment. You got to stay focused. You got to stay locked in. If you're really trying to grow, if you're really trying to evolve in life, understand me, this has got to be something that you are locked into on a day-to-day basis, not a every other day, not a every other week. And whenever you feel like, he's like, listen, I got everything that you need right here. Even in the times when you feel like you shattered, even in the times when you feel like you're in a million different pieces, understand me, that's just me pulling apart. That's just me breaking it down. That's just me removing things from you that you don't even need. You feel like you shattered. You're not really shattered. I just realizes that the pieces that is inside of this puzzle is not put together right. When a child is putting together a puzzle and they trying to force a piece to go in there, and they keep pushing it down in there so much that they try to make it fit, and they got all the other pieces around it that won't even fit the way that they supposed to fit. They won't even slide in the way that they supposed to slide in because you got that one piece of the puzzle that's not placed in there right. God is saying, hey, look, I know you feel like you're in a million different pieces, but that's because I had to redo the puzzle. I had to pull out all of these pieces so that I could put the pieces right where they go. Just be patient, just relax, and know that I'm working on your behalf. Be patient, just relax. I'm going to put all these pieces right back where they need to go. Understand, I know you think, oh yeah, well, I can't even tell that it's messed up, but you can tell that it's messed up because the parts of the puzzle, you got some that won't lay flat. The puzzle kind of rising up because the pieces, you got one part of that puzzle where the piece is not where it's supposed to be. If you ain't never did a puzzle before, you won't understand. But if you ever put together a puzzle before, you know that one piece of that puzzle not being in there right will affect the way that puzzle actually look. Understand? It will affect you because you're like, wait a minute, why this one ain't going there? That don't go there. That's why. Stop trying to push it in there. That's not the part for them. Every piece has its own place. Every piece has its own place. And no matter how much you push it, no matter how many times you turn it, no matter how many times you flip it, it don't go there. It don't go there. And what's going to happen is you're going to bend up the puzzle piece, rip off the color or the print that's on it. You're going to damage the piece trying to put it in a place that it don't go. It don't go there. It doesn't fit. And we have to stop trying to force things, force people, force situations. Stop trying to force it. It don't fit. Throw it out, move it over, understand me. And when I say throw it out, sometimes if you're a puzzle maker, if you got another piece that's fell out of another box, that part don't even go over here. You need to find the box that go in. And you can tell I got kids. You can tell I got kids. This don't go here. That came out of another box. Stop trying to force it. Stop trying to make it be something that it's already not. Again, going back to what I told you in the beginning of the slide, respecting decisions and choices and whatnot from other people. When they decide, hey, go ahead. But understand, when you do that, I got a boundary. I'm no longer that person that I was before that was operating without boundaries. This is how, because I'm not going on an emotional roller coaster. That's not for me. I'm not being in relationship torture. That's not for me. Not friendship torture neither. When I say relationship torture, I'm talking about that's in friends, family, jobs, churches, whatever. I'm not going to be in a place where I don't know if I belong or not, or I don't feel like I belong or not. That's just not for me. I'm not doing that, because when you know who you are and you know your worth, you know your value, when you know that you're rare, when you know that you're special, you don't let folk just play with you. Understand me. I'm not going to let you play with me, and I'm not going to allow you to misplace me either, misuse me either. Understand me, we're not doing that. You're not going to place me here, but then try to use me there. Understand me, you know how folk do. They place you at the bottom of their life, but then every time they're in need, they bring you up here because you always got what they need. No. If I'm over here, leave me over here. Understand me, don't call me when you need something. Don't call me. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny. You don't want the relationship, but you want the perks of the relationship. You don't want a commitment, but you want everything that comes along with a commitment. You want me to answer the phone, text you back. You want me to do this, you want me to do that, but we're not in anything that is committed. Baby, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to be over here, you know what I'm saying, doing everything, and then I'm over here still on the outside, but then you want to, whenever you need something done on the inside, then you run over here to try to get me, baby. No. We're not about to play like that. That comes with your awareness of knowing who you are and where you stand. You know what I'm saying? Understand me, I'm not going to let you play with me. Get somebody else to do it. Especially if I raise my hand, baby. Get somebody else to do it. Yeah, no, we're not about to do that. This all comes with knowing who you are, right? Knowing who you are, right? I got another scripture. It says, Matthew 5:3. Broken purpose. Broken purpose. Broken purpose. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for their kingdom is, I'm ready to get to that part. Blessed is the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That is Matthew 5:3. Right when you feel like you at your lowest, take this scripture. I want you to write it in your notes, but I also want you to write this on a sticky note. I want you to put this inside of your wallet. For those of you who don't carry wallets and bags and stuff, put it on your rearview mirror. If you want to, I'm the type of person that'll put it on the bathroom mirror too. I believe in just sticking it up there so that you know. When you're experiencing that brokenness, that sadness, that feeling of defeat, when you feel like you are at your lowest, Matthew 5:3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That's Matthew 5:3. There's purpose for your brokenness. There's purpose for your pain. There's purpose for what it is that you're dealing with in your life. I promise you, it is not all in vain. It's not all in vain. It's not. There's a reason, like we talked about last week. There's a reason. There's a reason for everything that we're going through. It's all part of the plan. We are not experiencing nothing that we were not supposed to experience in this life, but we got to stay focused. We got to stay focused. We got to stay locked in. This is what our job is, right? Join us on a spiritual journey as we explore the biblical meaning of brokenness, right? All this week long, tap in right here. Tap in right here, because we're going to explore the biblical meaning of brokenness. We have, we got like, I got a lot of different stuff coming, right? I got a lot of different stuff coming. But what I want you to understand is experience brokenness and witness God's power to restore and transform their lives together as we uncover the significance of brokenness in our own walk of faith and discover how it is ultimately led to the deeper relationship with God. This week, we're going to learn. I'm trying to write all my notes out. Y'all be patient. You have to understand. This week, we're going to learn that our brokenness, it creates a deeper relationship with God. That we're not going through what we're going through for no reason at all. We're not suffering the way that we're suffering for no reason at all. That there is purpose for this pain. The journey, the spiritual journey that we're about to embark on this week is going to be a learning experience for each and every one of us as we learn why we go through what we go through. Why do we experience those moments of being shattered? Why do we experience those moments of heartbreak, those moments of betrayal, those moments of being let down? Why do I go through what it is that I'm going through? We go through these different experiences because through our brokenness, we build deeper relationships with God. Through our brokenness. Through our brokenness. Because our brokenness brings what? It brings that humble. And when we're humble, then we're being molded and shaped by the Most High. Right? All right, man. Well, we're going to get up out of here. I'm telling y'all, I'm excited about this week's teaching, man. Just going back and forth about broken purpose. And I'm telling you, I've been loving this journey already. I've been ready since Friday. I was like, man, this is going to be a good one, because I think that sometimes we mismanage pain, right? I think that a lot of times we mismanage pain. We compartmentalize it. We hold it in the back of our minds, and we think that as long as we don't talk about it, then it's going to be fixed. Or as long as we pretend that it's not there, then we're going to be fixed. As long as we just let it sit, then it's going to be fixed. And that's not the case. That's not the case. We have to deal with everything that we're feeling. We have to go through every feeling, every emotion. These are things that we have to do on a regular basis, right? We feel what we feel. Don't deny any of those emotions, and continue to push forward in life. Continue to grow more and more in life. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about the enemy. If he can keep you stuck, he will. If he can keep you stagnant, he will. If he can keep you over there thinking that you're not going to be able to come back from the experiences that you had, then I want you to understand that he most definitely will. You see how just in one class this morning, a lot of y'all are going to walk away. And when y'all walk away, you're going to be thinking to yourself, man, I never thought about brokenness that way. In the front part of your mind, when y'all walk away from this live today, it's going to be a lot of y'all that's going to walk away and say, you know what? Now I feel a lot better now, because honestly, I really thought that I was lost. I really thought that I was done for. I really didn't think that I was going to be able to come back from anything. But to hear this morning that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. In my highest, God is right there with me, right? When my highest, he's right there with me. But even in my lowest, he's still right there with me. This is why he says, listen, I'm with you always. When you're going up and you're celebrating and things that's happening in your life, I'm right there with you. I'm singing and I'm dancing and I'm praising right there with you. I'm saying, I'm smiling down on you like a proud parent. This is exactly what I'm doing. And guess what? He says that when you at your lowest, guess what I'm going to do? When you at your lowest, I want to have that same smile. I want to sit up there with my arms folded, and I want to be proud of you. Why? Because I don't want to see you giving up. Even at your lowest, lowest, I want you to still trust and believe that I am God, that I am able to do exceedingly and abundantly in your life. That even when you're at your lowest, understand me, that even when you're going through hell in your life, that you trust and you believe that I'm going to still deliver, that I'm going to still protect, that I'm going to still provide, that I'm going to still be a way maker, I'm going to still be a promise keeper in your life. So you good when you up, but you also good when you down, because you now realize that there's purpose for your brokenness. There's purpose for your brokenness. Because you realize that you're not going through what you're going through. You ain't going through this for nothing. Now you know, even at your lowest state, when you feel like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to come back, you already know that breakthrough is right there. You know that all I'm doing is pushing you into restoration. You already know that this is what this pathway is going to lead you to. It's going to lead you to a brand new you, a brand new life. Understand me? That's what you're experiencing it, and you're experiencing it every single day. This is what he's saying. But in order for you to get that, you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to be committed. You have to be willing to show up. It's about, again, and I say this all the time, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Every experience that we are going to experience have already been experienced before. There's absolutely nothing new up under this sun. There's nothing that we're going through that Jesus hasn't gone through, that the disciples haven't gone through, that there's not an example right there in that book. So you have to make up your mind to say, in 2025, I am a disciple. I am a disciplined person. I am willing to do the work. I am willing to show up. I'm willing to be committed. You have to be willing to do it. This is not something that somebody else is going to be able to do for you. It has to be something that you're willing to do for yourself, right? And so we talked about this morning, we talked about purpose for brokenness. It's going to be our topic of the week. The biblical meaning of brokenness is a pathway to restoration, right? The scriptures that we gave this morning, we did 2 Corinthians, that was chapter 5, and it was verses 16 through 18. That verse also came from devotion this morning. And then this, we had Psalms 51 and 17, and our third scripture was going to be Matthew 5 and 33. All right. And as I said before, continue, man, I'm telling you, continue to read on a regular basis. I had to go back through these scriptures because I had a couple of people asking what was the topic, what was the scriptures, so I think everybody got it now. Let me get out of here. I think everybody got it now. We all good. What was Corinthians? It was 2 Corinthians 5, 16 through 18. Oh, okay. Thank you, Crystal Love, for highlighting it. She got it highlighted for you guys over on the other side. Y'all, so classes are always tomorrow at 8:10. 8:10 from 8:10 until 9:30. Y'all know this is right here where we'll be. It's morning walk, word, and worship right here with your girl Street Poet and the Chosen family. This is where you get your daily dose of motivation, inspiration, and confirmation. This is where you get your daily dose of the spiritual tea. We got that spiritual tea that happens down over here every single morning. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to get it. You have to get that tea to start your day off every single morning. So listen, this is what we do. I absolutely love each and every one of you guys, and I want you guys to walk away from this live video feeling blessed. I want you to walk away from this live video feeling empowered, feeling inspired. Understand me, for anybody that woke up this morning and you will had a hard start to your day today, I really hope and pray that this shifted your mindset on today. And I want you guys to continue to move forward with that right type of thinking, right? Understanding that you have the power and the authority over your day. Understand me, you can have your day and have it your way. Good morning. How you doing, Tanya? I see you over there. I love you guys, man. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Then how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love, and you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It is your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. This Saturday, I hope y'all are ready, because this Saturday I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia this Saturday, so I hope y'all are ready. I'm gonna put the flyer up again in my Instagram story, on my TikTok story, on my Facebook page. It has the contact information. That contact information is at the bottom of the flyer. So if you are trying to come out in Atlanta to support your girl, Street Poet, if y'all trying to see me live in person, I need y'all to contact that number that's at the very bottom. Get you a seat, get inside the room. Yes, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia, and that will be this Saturday, February the 15th. Following that, I will be going out to Los Angeles, California. All my West Coast supporters, I am coming to Los Angeles, California. I will be there February the 28th through March the 3rd. I'm going to fly back that Monday. I want to tell y'all right now, it's going to be my birthday. My birthday is March 2nd. So I need y'all to be out there in the West Coast ready to have us a really, 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 really good time, because I'm trying to tell you, that's what we're going to be doing. Thank you so much. Who was that? Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Renee Porter. Listen, because we're going to have us a good time out there in Los Angeles, California. So I hope y'all are ready to come out there and support and show y'all love. So that's what we got coming up. We're going to be in Atlanta, February the 15th. We're going to be in Los Angeles, California. That's going to be February the 28th through March the 3rd. It's your girl, Street Poet, man. But if I blessed your soul, if I motivated you, if I inspired you in any type of way, shape, or form on this morning, on this live, if I just simply gave you confirmation, right? Do me a favor. Double tap on my screen. Show me some love on TikTok. Show me some love on Facebook. Show me some love on Instagram. If you got what you needed from this live video this morning. If you got all my new people, make sure y'all hit that follow button as well. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. TikTok, if you guys are not able to subscribe to get into morning prayer, make sure y'all go over to Instagram, Street Poet _1125 on Instagram, and hit that subscribing button over there. That's right. Crystal, like, wait a minute, coach. Yes, for those, she ain't playing. For those of you who were not able to bless this morning on TikTok because it won't let you re-up, that is my Cash App that she just highlighted for you. Your favorite speaker. There it is right there. Your favorite speaker. If you want to show some love over there, if you like, yo, I wanted to bless you this morning and I wasn't able to because they would not allow us to recharge, that's my Cash App, your favorite speaker. Same thing on Facebook and Instagram as well. If you guys like, hey, look, I don't know how to do badges, I don't know how to do stars, but I got my little Cash App. Go ahead. It's your favorite speaker. Your favorite speaker. You can bless me through Cash App. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm trying to wait a minute. I'm trying to wait on them. They are at 150. They got a double tap. They got a double tap on their screen. I'm trying to wait on them to get their 200K. We cannot start this week off slow. I don't want to start this week off slow, and we need 6 badges on IG. I don't want to start this week off slow. You know what I'm saying? I want to get in, get our word. You know what I'm saying? I want to get in and get our word. I'm trying to work on being on time. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. See, now, if I wasn't trying to be on time, then we would have been still, man, we would have still been in notes right now. I'm trying to work on time because this is a lengthy teaching. So I'm going to have to use all my days to be able to teach this whole thing. So I'm trying to make sure I pace myself. But see, you see how y'all do? You said I'll go to my daughter's account. Oh, okay. Well, come on. Tell your daughter to come on too. Come on, double tap on that screen. We're trying to reach our goal this morning. We got 154.7. Go ahead. I know. I'm ahead of time today because I was trying to make sure, man. I was like, man, I'm going to get in here, get these notes, get these scriptures dropped, make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Because I be knowing people be at work too. So I was like, I'm trying to be more time conscious as well. But then, and when I'm trying to be time conscious, I got people over here on Instagram talking about, no, coach, don't go. What y'all be doing? Y'all be having earbuds on at work or something? Because I be trying to go. And listen, she says she's in school, but yes, she follows you. Word, that's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you, Tiffany. Listen, it's so crazy because she over here talking about, coach, don't go. And I'm like, I be thinking y'all be at work. I don't be wanting y'all to get in trouble. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta make sure when I'm doing my videos, I get us right on at 8:10 and we done by 9:30. That way everybody can get, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. She talking about my pause. She talking about you in my car radio. I know.
know that's right, man. I absolutely love y'all. She talking about I'll be at the doctor and still be listening when I can. That's, that is a blessing. Y'all, man, y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. Talking about I work. Oh, okay, yeah, see, I be trying to make sure I get all the notes, because I'm going to tell you, we'll get so deep into this sometimes, y'all won't believe. We'll be so deep into this sometime that, listen, we be on here for like 2 hours. I'm talking about 2 hours, and this don't be 2 slow hours. We be jumping over here on this live for 2 hours, and I'm talking about dancing in the virtual pews, running up and down the virtual aisles. I'm talking about we be in tears, like it be, you know what I'm saying, and people still be trying to go to work. You feel me? People still be trying to go to work, so I was like, man, I need to make sure they get all they notes. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to make sure everybody get all they notes. I absolutely love you guys though, but we gonna get up out of here. She's talking about I have both phones and the tablet playing to so you don't miss nothing. That's crazy. But y'all gotta know that this is going to get deeper and deeper as we start getting into the different individuals, you know what I'm saying, breaking down the individuals who, he that experienced this brokenness as we continue into this, man, into this teaching for this week. Broken purpose, I believe, y'all know one of my favorite ones has been Sleepwalkers. Y'all know that. One of my favorite ones that we've done, and that's been about 3 weeks ago, we did Sleepwalkers. Sleepwalkers was a really, really good one. This one, I feel like is going to be just as good as Sleepwalkers because it's so informative, and it's also not, it's so informative, and it's also one of those things that's it triggers you to think, right, outside of the box, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, being wrapped up in that same thought process that we've always had, is really going to show you guys how when you are in Christ, Sleepwalkers was crazy, that was a good one, but it shows us how when you are in Christ, how we have to fully be a person that is transformed. Be a person that is not just about, you know what I'm saying, when you go to church on Sundays or go to Bible study or you're in an environment of spiritual people, but it really shows you that your transformation has to be something that you take everywhere that you go, right? That you have to be this person that sees life completely different, that you do life completely different. This teaching is going to show you that even in your broken state, when you feel like you are at your lowest of the low, right, that you still have a responsibility, right, to still show up, to still perform, to still trust, to still pray, to still fast, to still worship, trusting and believing that God is going to do exactly what he said that he was going to do, that you do your best work. And I think a lot of us don't know this, but it's like you do your best work when you're in your broken state. And I was like, they are going to go bananas with this, right? Like, because we don't think that, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't think that. We think that when we're at our lowest, that we are just down bad. But in all actuality, when we are at our lowest is when we do our best work. And I'm ready to get in. Listen, I was like, this is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. At our lowest is when we do our best work. And I was like, wow. It's like, because again, when you're at your lowest, that's when you're the most humble. When you're at your lowest, that's when you're the most fragile. You're the most sensitive because you're so locked into Christ that you're waiting on his word. You're waiting on his instruction. You're waiting on his direction because you feel so lost. It's like, I don't trust me. I only trust you. I need you to tell me what you want me to do. So when we are feeling like we're at our lowest, that's when the most is being done. Isn't that crazy? I learned that, y'all. And I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to teach this. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I kept thinking was, I can't wait to teach this. This gonna really be one of the ones. So yeah, I was excited about sharing that with y'all this morning, man. Y'all double tap on that screen. I'm gonna let y'all slide today. Because we got to get up out of here. I know some of y'all was taking notes and everything else, but y'all, I got to get up out of here. I got so much stuff I got to get done today. I got a lot I got to get done today. I got some stuff going on in my personal life, that I got to get taken care of. So I got some stuff to do. I love y'all. Remember, today is Monday. Get your smoothies, right? Today's Monday. Get your Crystal Love. Crystal, why you gotta act like that? I love you. I love you too, love. I love you. Listen, today is Monday, so y'all make sure y'all get y'all smoothies because this is liquid day. So make sure y'all get y'all smoothies, nothing solid. Get y'all smoothies, get y'all waters, get y'all Gatorades. You know what I'm saying? Get your broth, whatever it is, but make sure y'all get, you know what I'm saying, we following through. It's from 6 a.m. this morning to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I love you guys so much, man, and I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, man, Facebook and TikTok. Tomorrow, y'all got to take it up, man. Facebook, y'all behind over here too. Y'all got 1,593. So y'all like 400 stars behind. So tomorrow we got to make sure that we pick it up. We can't start off slow on Monday. We can't start our Mondays off slow. Mondays is our days, man. Come on. Double tap on that screen. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Y'all be good. I love you too, LaShonda. Enjoy the rest of your day too. Y'all be good. Yeah. Mondays are liquid only, love. Yeah, we do Mondays, Libra, we do every Monday and Thursday. So we do liquid Mondays and liquid Thursday. So it's from 6 a.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday and from, and from 6 a.m. Thursday to 6 a.m. Friday. So 2 days out of the week, we just basically, it's just like a cleanse, you know what I'm saying, to kind of let your body catch up, process what it is that you already been consuming, you know what I'm saying? And it's also a great thing when it comes down to discipline as well, you know what I'm saying? Teaching yourself to be disciplined. So I've actually fallen in love with it, and my team have fallen in love with it too. So they like, yo, we gonna get in with you. So we've been doing this now, I want to say for about a month or almost 2 months. I think it's 2 months because we started in November. So November, December, January. Oh, we've been doing this for 3 months. God, dog. I didn't even know it. Yeah, we've been doing this for 3 months now. And it's something that we thoroughly enjoy. We've been doing it and we've been locked into it. So yeah, every Monday and every Thursday is our liquid days. And we are still holding on to our fast as well. So like every day, you know what I'm saying? Not Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, we do intermittent, right? So we don't do anything before 12 and nothing after 8, right? So we are a group of people that are, you know what I'm saying, like have a extremely healthy fasting life, a healthy prayer life. We pray every single morning at 7:40, every single morning at 7:40 on Instagram because TikTok is running out. So every morning on Instagram, I need y'all to go over there, streetpoet_1125 at 7:40. So we got a healthy prayer life, a healthy fasting life, a healthy studying life. Every single Thursday night, we got a class, and our class is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. where we do self-help books, and we also do scriptures, like breaking down anything that you don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? We do that as well. And then we also have prayer inside the Patreon every Tuesday and Thursday. So when I say that this is a working group, my Patreon is not a Patreon that's just like consumed with nothing but videos. Like, this is a working group. We actually come into a group chat. We actually study together, read the book by ourselves, and then come back and break down the book right there together. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, we're constantly moving, you know what I'm saying, constantly moving, they have homework assignments the first of every month. They have reflection reports that's due every quarter, right? And we have 4 quarters, so they have a reflection report they come back and do. And their reflection report is basically them overviewing their life, looking over their progress and seeing how far they've come. So yeah, man, if you haven't signed up to be a part of the Patreon, I don't know what you're waiting on, but yeah, that link is in my bio as well. It's that Linktree Street. Click that, scroll down to where it says mental health support group, and get signed up today, man. If you just now starting your spiritual journey, your self-love journey, your growth journey, and you want, to be in that type of community, then it's definitely perfect for that. It's perfect for that. But I love you guys. I want you guys to have an amazing day, man. Y'all listen, y'all almost there. Y'all want me to click it or y'all want me to wait? What y'all want me to do? TikTok, what y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to click the button, or y'all want me to wait? You know what I'm saying? What y'all want me to do? Y'all gonna make it or what? Y'all gonna make it? Oh, I see a lot of people say wait. Okay. Facebook gonna be like, we the only one. Yeah, they the only ones they make it. All right. I got y'all. I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all double tap on that screen. Y'all almost at y'all 200K. I love y'all. Hey, listen, y'all are so serious. That's what I'm talking about. She's talking about Nick said, we got you, coach. Let's go. Double tap on that screen. We about to get it. We gonna get it locked in. We got so much. Y'all don't be cheating and writing down the example. Y'all know I got an illustration for y'all. Yeah, I stay with that word. Says no finger. You ain't got no fingernails left. You been double tapping like that, inspiring queen. You been double tapping like that, man. Listen. It's all good. We right here. Who that in the bag? I know y'all. I know y'all already over there trying to make sure y'all can write it down. The crazy part is TikTok is the only app that let me turn the camera. So you guys are only going to be the ones that's going to be able to read the words to see what the words actually say. For some reason, Meta didn't update it there, so I can't turn the camera so that they can get their notes off the board. Hey, listen, I'm gonna have to read it out to them. But yeah, that illustration is actually for tomorrow. Because I'm trying to do 3 scriptures a day, and then, you know what I'm saying, at least 6 notes. So that way everybody have time to get everything, because I don't like when people go to work and they say, well, I didn't get my notes. I missed my notes. So I'm trying to make sure I get into that time frame, y'all. I love y'all. I do, man. I love y'all. I love the fact that y'all be ready to learn. Y'all be ready to learn. Y'all really on this journey. And it's so dope, man. She says, girl, I got everyone here at my job listening to you daily. That's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's going on, Lexi Lulu? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Renisha talking about quick poem for us this morning. Tomorrow. I don't know, because I might forget tomorrow. You know what? Because I only got one that I do like right on site like that, but I've already done that one. I've already done that one for y'all before. All the rest of them, I have to go back in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I be having to go back in my mind. I ain't did it in so long. But honestly, I really need to be like practicing them, because a lot of places that I go to, they do be wanting me to do it. Oh, y'all do it anyway? Do it anyway. Y'all ain't reached out 200 already. Do it anyway. Traveling a trail of twisted thoughts, where thoughts have twisted themselves into knots. Knots that are perfectly matted together like dreadlocks. They hurt to pull apart, but I know that I got a lot of broken hearts. God knows I played my part, but right now I got to play my position. And this position is resistance, not to mention I got to make the world pay attention. I got to find a power that's omnipotent. See, it has to be on time. Insanity, borderline, while traveling a thin line between love and hate. Mind so masturbated that it's already created an easy escape, while heart is telling me to stand fast in my faith in that this world is mine. So feel free to take it and take it by force. And when I decide to let go, I can let go with no remorse. Why? Because I possess the divine right of choice. And that one is called Choices. That's normally the one that I do. And I think I know that one so well because it used to be my opening. It used to be my opening for whenever I went to go speak anywhere. That was always my opening. And I've always used that one as my opening. And because it's so powerful, and it teaches people before I even get started that you live a life that you make choices. Your life is going to align with the choices that you make. So that poem have always been one of the ones that I've always opened up everything with. So it's always the one that's right there at the top of my mind. I might start opening again with that as well. I might open with it until everybody knows it. That would be so lit, right, y'all? If I do that and I do that, look at Kira talking about you should. You know, if I start doing it and to the point where everybody knows it. So, man, listen, Chosen Family would be up in there every time I'm doing that point. I can hear us right now chanting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere we go. That would be, y'all, I'm going to do that. That's right. 2025, we going back to opening it with that. Every speaking engagement, we going back to opening with that. Yeah, I'm going to go back to it. Y'all right. I should. I love you guys, man. Listen, I'm about to get up out of here. She says, I'm going to learn it. I know you are. You're going to listen to this video again. Talk about, I'm going to learn a new intro. I love you guys, man. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Remember, there's purpose for your brokenness. I love you guys. I see y'all.